State.
All right, we're live.
We're
It's
live.
Tuesday night. Again, go figure. Welcome to the stream. I am Kim of Kim Fixes Things. Check out my channel elsewhere on YouTube. I am here with your host, Buff Del Campo. You already knew that because you found the live stream. And we regularly stream on Tuesday night at 7 Central Time. And the purpose of our stream is to connect with people who enjoy watching our content and who participate in events in our car community. Maybe we swap some parts, swap stories, collaborate on projects, and just, make friends and enjoy our social time here. Our regular long form content is going to be more focused on education or telling an entertaining story. We're a lot more all over the place. Like squirrel, we've got a green screen which allows us to change our position and the format of the stream based on your comments and suggestions. As we get rolling, I try and keep up a little bit by going to maybe Google Images. So if you're talking about a car or something that is visual, I would try and include that in the stream so that we can all kind of feel connected to the conversation and what's going on. We might answer questions, but we don't really know much. So, but it's fun to hang out, and we are glad when people can get here. If you are here now, we want to try and follow the comments and respond, but it's hard to talk to everybody at once. So we may go off somewhere for a little while and then hopefully come back. We don't want to miss out and or hurt anyone's feelings by not keeping up to your stuff. But if you are here after, hi. Try and show up when we're going, but maybe you can find some entertainment. If anything really good happens, I'll pull clips and make shorts out of them or something like that. But we don't do that every week. So let's do greetings, because that's what we normally do when we're live streaming. RC Industries got in early, and he is here. He sees this shirt that we got from him, and it is
He gave me this shirt.
It's a nice shirt. You can buy them. There's information on his stream. I don't think we have a moderator in yet to put up a link, but we will put up links to RC Industries stuff, and we're going to talk a lot about RC Industries tonight specifically because he generously drove down here to pay us a visit, and we did some collaborative work, and it was a lot of fun. So let's see. Buff Del Campo said hello. Hello, Buff Del Campo. He's here. Hello. That was actually me. Well, no, okay. Anyways.
Yeah, and then it was me.
Iceman.
She typed on my name.
2010 is here. Dented Dreams Garage is here. Lester LeSabre is here. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, the rest is everyone greeting everyone else. And let's see. Before RC Industry, we talk about the RC Industry visit. I'm going to talk about some of the new tools and equipment that we have for streaming. And one of them being we purchased, this is a major purchase for us.
Max Wedge did dastardly. Hello.
Welcome to the stream.
I don't want to miss anybody. So, okay, go ahead with
please.
Go ahead with your stuff.
We'll get interrupted. That's just how it goes. So, for our recordings, we have got a GoPro. This is the 11 model because we ain't made of money. But it's much newer than some of the other things that we've had. I was using that's a power adapter, not a camera. I was trying to use an off-brand action camera, and we were having a lot of problems with sound. And honestly, the video quality of a $150 or $160 action cam is nowhere close to, even though it says it's 4K, it's not the same at all to a GoPro. And I'm not thrilled always with the view angle. Like the camera angle is not adjustable on a GoPro. It is a fixed lens. It's not like my favorite for everything, but there are some things it's really great for. And then we bought a media mod, which is an outer casing that can go on and off, and it allows us to have like a shotgun mic, and it picks up sound really good, which has been a problem with most of the cameras that we have, is that we can't get good sound, we can't get wireless sound. This is capable of all that. And this package came with this this little tripod that flips out. This handle is nice and weighted, so it gives you a lot of feeling of stability.
That camera will be on here. I'm used to trying to hold a phone, and I'm a little shaky with my left hand. So I always have to hold the phone with my right hand, and it's just awkward. I use this thing. It's a little bit heavy. Even my unsteady hand is steady. This is really nice. This is a cool thing.
Well,
We have more people here. We have more people here, yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, Alam Drab is here, and Mama M3 is here, which that's Colleen, right? Yes, Colleen. And Dr. Go is here. Welcome to the stream. And we already said hi to Max Wedge Dick Dastardly. Did he have to take the dick out of his name?
Oh, jeez.
The Richard out
that would
of his
be
name?
that would be an exclamation point from an I. And I don't know why. Maybe he decided to take it out. But he's now.
Well, we noticed.
I mean, his name is Dick. What do you do when your name's Dick and some algorithm decides you're a foul?
Don't be a Richard. So I don't want to beat a dead horse, and I'm not here to brag, but we did get some new equipment, and we're going to try and be using it. Actually, I did use it some when we were recording with RC Industry, and I'm really happy with the footage. There was a little bit of... I'm a little bit irritated with I can't just pull the video off of it. I have to actually send it through a processor before I can do my regular... So it adds some steps, because it records with an HEVEC codec, which I have to pay 99 cents to Microsoft in order to use, which I don't care, but also, like, what the hell? So anyways, I got through it all, and the footage is amazing. This extra battery makes it so we can work long term, and a lot of people have talked about how the GoPros will overheat, and a GoPro will absolutely overheat. I had it plugged in and turned on sitting on my bed when I was transferring files from my computer, and it sat there for several hours, and it stays on because it's plugged in. And I went to pick it up, and it was scalding hot, like literally like burn your hands so hot. And I was afraid that I may have damaged it, but it seems just fine. I bet the battery doesn't last its recommended lifespan now. So if you get a GoPro, you do need to be very aware that overheating could be an issue, at least with the version 11. I don't know the new version. Maybe they fixed it all. So I have no idea what everybody has said. I use an iPhone that's like a couple years old.
Yeah, still.
No, an iPhone. I considered, when I looked at the price of this and the price of an iPhone 13, I really did consider getting an iPhone. It's six one, half dozen the other. An iPhone can do some really amazing camera stuff, and the best camera technology that you can get at a reasonable price comes out of phones, because they really focus a lot on phones and cameras. Change screen names at the same time. I've been mixing them up.
Where's this?
All of them, up near the top.
Okay, it's just going by. I got it. You change screen names at the
Oh,
same
they
time.
didn't-
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. People change screen names. I don't know why. Colleen changed hers, and that one really, really messes with my head for some reason. Because I don't know why. I'm getting used to it, but it was a tough change for me.
Max Wedge, I'm sorry they were giving you trouble, but I guess you found a way around it, and that's all we can do. We don't make the rules. We just have to figure out a way to live within them. Iceman, those codecs have been, at least it's only 99 cents. And I know that the people that developed and maintain the codecs want to get paid to continue to, like, they have to, like, they did all their work and they continue to do work to develop those things. They want to get paid, but the way that they get paid is a crummy system. I paid all this money for this camera and I don't get the codec? Like, why? The, you know, the, eh, oh well, they worked it out. I got through it. It wasn't a lot of money. It was just, came out of left field a little bit. The more processing they cram into the same space, the more heat. Yes. And I thought
Well,
that
the thing with the heat was it was charged. I think what happened was it overcharged the battery.
yeah,
It was plugged into a laptop, so it's charging through the laptop. And I'm hoping that the charger that came with the camera regulates it and knows when the battery's full. But apparently, when you're plugged into the laptop, it doesn't.
it
It
doesn't know.
just gets to 100% and keeps on
Keeps on
running.
going.
And then the thing turns into a blistering hot battery,
Yeah, so
which really stinks, you know.
and I did read some stuff about it, and a lot of people made complaints, and a lot of people suggested, well, turn down the settings, turn off features you're not using, like image stabilization, this and that, and the other thing. But no one mentioned that if you are running off of USB power, that it would overcharge and overheat. So now I know, it's part of the
Yeah.
learning curve. This actually is not nearly the most expensive. My first camera that I started using when I started doing YouTube about 6 or 7 years ago, I bought a Panasonic camcorder, and it was like $800 at the time, and it was used, and it only lasted a couple of years before the electronics burned out, and it was like traumatic for me when I lost it after investing that much money. And I have bought, this, that, and the other. I bought so many different try and do cheap things, try and avoid like like. There's a lot of people who hate GoPro, but like they've got a good product, so
Heat's a problem.
it is incredibly expensive. The trial and error of because if you just buy the most expensive thing, well, then you'll have a very expensive thing, but if it gets stolen out of your truck, you have nothing. It's very difficult to know how to deal with this, but we're learning and we're growing. The problem with iPhone after 11 is if you have a repair performed by something other than Apple, certain apps will be downgraded or disabled. Ooh. That's... Ugh. Levi's Backyard Performance is here. Welcome to the stream. That's Dylan, right?
Yeah, you've been talking to
Dylan. Okay.
And
Thanks for being here.
Sixth Street Garage popped in. I don't know if you saw him.
Welcome to the stream, 6th Street Garage. Yes, I do expect not to use my GoPro as a primary camera because I do believe that overheating will be a problem to try and do like long form video. It won't. I don't know. We're gonna experiment, but we're gonna be very cautious about that overheating because we see it could have burned the house down. It really could have.
It started with your bed while you were asleep.
It was sitting on the bed, and I do not know how much, but a lithium fire on bedding would have been catastrophic. We would have been out of house and home. So I am definitely not going to be... The process of how I upload stuff off that phone is going to change drastically for safety's sake. Mostly use my phone. I mean,
that's what I use. I use my phone.
His phone does 4K 60, and
this is an ancient old Samsung
S10.
Yes, an S10. I use it for all the shorts, and it's plenty good enough for that. But for other videos, it'd be nice to have something good. That GoPro sure is nice to hold on to.
Well, one of the problems with that phone is it will not let you record in 4K 60 to an external memory slot. Only the internal memory will accept the video as it pours in that quickly. So it fills up fast.
I have a question.
It's workable. Go ahead.
I have a question. We have problems sometimes with sound and video being together. Are they
synchronized?
Are they synchronized or are they off? Because I hear it's hard to figure it out because they're not quite synchronized. But that just may be our monitors and things.
You know what else I did today?
What?
Be real quiet for just 1 second and watch the bar.
The bar.
The green bar
the
for
green
the
bar?
sound.
Yeah, I see that. What's the issue there?
You have to stop talking. See how there's no bump at the bottom when you stop talking? It
Oh,
just
I don't
goes
know.
completely. I put like a noise suppression thing on there, so it's perfect tonight.
Okay,
Good.
good. Good. That sounds good. Sync seems pretty good because we've
Excellent.
had it way off before, and that's embarrassing. And I don't know how to fix it
It
other than
was
to
real
start
bad
over.
that one night, and then we basically have to restart this computer before every stream.
Okay, RC Industry. You see, I'm watching on my TV here at home, and your audio's with you, right? But RC Industry came here, drove here with his son in
Oh
a
yeah,
in a big Oldsmobile. It's actually the same body as a Buick.
a
It's a
1983 Oldsmobile
big,
88,
big luxury. 98, isn't it?
beautiful luxury car.
Was it 98?
He's said both. In his
Okay.
own video, he says 90, 93, and 83. I
So I
believe it's
mean, 90.
actually
I think it's the big car. It's the same body as like a Buick. It's a
beautiful car
nice
with
car.
an Oldsmobile 307.
Yep.
And he really is selling it. Like he throws out that big sales pitch number thing, but if you like a car like that, definitely talk to him.
Can
It's
you
beautiful
type in
car.
the chat with
I
what you're doing?
can.
Because you are a I think you're a mod. Maybe you can put up because none of our mods are here. Maybe you can put up.
A link to RC Industry?
Yeah.
I can.
Okay. That means you have to be able
You're
to.
going to have to be entertaining for a moment
While
while I
you
bring
figure
up
out how
that
to do it.
stuff.
Okay. So when RC Industry Rick was here, we really had a good time, and he says it's an '83 Oldsmobile '98. That makes sense because when I was looking at it, I'm going, man, this is like a full size Buick. What a beautiful car, you know. So and that particular one really is. So
Beautiful. The
and
chrome
he
is
and
so
he says he got
shiny.
got 22 miles a gallon coming down here, that big old car. So tall taillights, radar seat. I'm not sure. We probably have pictures of it. So we did a bunch of videos together and did a bunch of clowning around, and we were all laughing so hard we couldn't stand up. It's pretty good stuff. Some of it got onto video. Um, I don't know if any of you are RC industry viewers or not, or if you're subbed to his channel or not. But maybe you could do that if you're not already. Okay, what's happening? She's trying to get him up there, and we're having trouble. Oh, there you go. Oh, you put it up as
There is the
me.
link.
You put it up as me. Okay.
Check
I
out
didn't know how you did that. You're not me.
the RC Industry channel and give them a subscription unless you're just mean. Or unless you don't like fun. And they work on different stuff and they do their own thing. They have a good tongue-in-cheek sense of humor that it's the kind of thing that I grew up around, and I just it feels like home. So
I'm an RC fan.
JB's here. Welcome to the stream, JB. I am a JB fan. If you are not,
I'm an RC fan. What do you
okay.
mean? What do you say, JB fan? Oh, you're a JB.
JB's Little Shop. I like watching.
Oh, you're a
JB.
JB fan. And he said I'm an RC fan, and
I
then
watch whatever he does.
I thought you were reading it. Okay, we look like we're sitting in a bar again.
Oh, we are.
We're like two people that don't drink, and we're sitting in a bar. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
they got
opposed.
license plates, and it's cool.
I'm not opposed to drinking, and I do drink occasionally, have a drink, but it's probably like once a year.
We'll go to the dino room.
Sip something once.
We
a
don't
year.
smoke either, but our dinosaur does.
Yeah, it sure looks like the dinosaur's smoking, but I think it's maybe the volcano that's smoking.
Coughing from that volcano.
Dizzy Izzy, how you doing? I didn't know you were here. He says he's a fan.
Welcome to the stream. We have good people. I want to say thank you to I was thinking about it today, right? And I'm like scrolling through all the suggested stuff that's flying at me constantly and so I've subscribed to all these people and I get so much like clickbait and things that people want to have my time and attention. And I realize that we're all in competition, so for so many people to come in here and just hang out for a little bit and make comments, that's pretty neat. Like, you don't have to do that, you know. And in our adult lives, making adult friends is difficult sometimes. People are busy, and we all have our own lives and interests going on. But so that I bring that back to Rick coming down here. I think it was about, and he had trouble with the time. Like, he spent a lot of time and energy and risk coming down here, and then he looked over all our cars and gave us content out of it, and it was a lot of fun, and we really, really appreciate it. We really
Well,
do.
he has this thing he does, and but more of his content is bloopers, which makes it really funny because he gets all tongue tied and says something crazy and then laughs. You know, that's even better than the content he meant to make. Um, Tim says he's not really here, but I see him.
Oh, well, when you get here, Tim, let us know.
Yeah,
Rob's
Rob's Ride the Streetcars is here.
welcome to the stream. And then there was somebody else that I wanted. Somebody said something.
I was going to ask everybody to do something tonight. Send us pictures of your cars. I'll put them up here. I'll put them in our
Oh, yeah.
background. It just if you got email handy, just attach a picture or a couple of pictures to an email to buffdelcampo@gmail.com.
Put it
And
in here.
oh, you can do that. Okay, I guess you can. You're on my account, right? Okay, so you can't be on your account because we're streaming on my account.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. And yeah. So if you send pictures and there's not like hundreds of them, I'll try to get them up there in our background so we can see each other's cars. Because all I put up here is some pictures that I took and then pictures that I snagged off the. There it is, pictures that I snagged off the internet, like that yellow car. And I think tonight
Oh,
my thumbnail was one of Mexican Specs cars. I think. Oh, what?
um,
What are you doing? You blacked us out.
yeah, I did.
Doing
Just try and relax.
silliness.
RC Industries just put out a new video. That's
But
our
we're not going to play the video on here.
that's our Chrysler Lost Fire. I didn't say we were
Okay.
going to. I'm just saying there's a new video on the RC Industry YouTube channel, and he's working on this Chevy C10. And he had a question about his vacuum reading. I know there's a lot of really smart people here. Maybe somebody can give him some advice about the vacuum signal he's getting on his C10 right now. So, anyways, that's something you might look at. All right, we'll go back to the dyno room for now. I have other things I need to get set up here. Go ahead. Do
Go
whatever you
ahead.
need.
I don't know what to say.
You know what? Well,
you're really rolling here,
the
and I'm
thing
like,
is
yeah,
that
I'm just
the new
relaxing.
video that we put up with RC Industries is not on your channel. It's on my
Oh yeah,
channel.
that we did.
I forgot that that's
She
where I
did a
ended up.
video with RC Industry, and it's on her channel. It's on Kim Fixes Things. So if you want, you can put up a. I don't know if everybody in here has.
I would think that everybody does, but I'm gonna put up the link.
Put up the
because,
link anyway. Yeah.
You know.
It's not very. I have to dig through some files. Not very interesting to look at stuff anyway. Well, I sent an email. Oh, you sure did. What have we got here? Oh, geez. Oh, man. Okay, I gotta.
So that's
Yes.
me, Kim, of Kim Fixes Things. And I just put up a new video. Rick's sales persona is Rick's Rusty Rex. And we had him down here to Tennessee to sell off some of our excess fleet of Rusty Rex. So, yeah, check that out. Put that in your to-do later thing. Because we had a lot of fun. RC Industry also sent you an email recently, so maybe
Yeah, I see several of them coming in, but I'm gonna do one at a time here.
Well, I'll put us back up with your car
Okay, so what's this one?
so that you can put photos up. Make sure it's nothing indecent.
Yeah,
No
I can look at them
indecent
first.
stuff.
These are huge, so they take a second to.
Oh, that's good though. They'll be nice and high
This is
quality.
from
That looks like a turbo.
this
LS turbo.
this is uh, from Levi. From his, I assume that's his Laguna, and then this one, it might show it actually better. That's his Laguna. If any of you have never been to No Name Nationals, he's had it there 2 years in a row. First year he broke the night before. Second year he ran. That thing's quick.
How much boost are you putting into that LS engine? I mean, that's when you start to break stuff when you do that.
I'm getting pictures from RC for some reason. Oh, they're the little download
All right,
logos
Lester,
here.
you can have them here next week if you want, or if you send
What's that?
them. Lester LeSabre was saying that
Oh
he'll
yeah,
send
yeah.
some photos. A
Oh
bunch
heck
of
yeah.
people are going to send
Well,
us photos.
I've got this set up now, so it was cumbersome the way it was. Now it's like I set it up so I can just grab my email right when I'm here,
We're
and
getting new production tools, and
and
we're learning new skills. We're trying to be entertaining because if we do the same thing every week, that might work, or it might just get really stale. So, you know, I know how much you all love looking at my face, but we just try to do something entertaining along,
so here
maybe.
we've got RC Industry. That's his truck.
Yeah, that's his truck.
Going to be 3 now. It was 27. Being able to run. Oh wow, 35 to 40. Ooh, you got to keep that thing together.
Can you actually run 35 psi of boost on an engine? That's insane. Ooh,
What we looking at here at RC?
the rocker looks good though, Rick, but you're kind of missing a floor pan still.
You can put a piece of glass there, and then you can watch the road go by.
Ooh, I don't know if that's safe, but it sounds interesting.
So turbos have a point where they become inefficient around those numbers. It's like it will become inefficient. Okay.
Oh, right, overblown. Yeah.
Here's a couple on the card in the camera. Alm's gonna send something.
Oh, great.
I think.
Yeah.
I gotta keep going back and forth.
We'd love to talk about the projects that you're working on and we've been so fortunate recently. We got help fixing
Oh,
that
Iceman. Okay, I've got it. He's got 4 of them here. I'm gonna have to just
download. Okay. We've been really fortunate to
oh,
we got the Dakota running. We got some new content going. So one of the things that glass bottom truck would be that'd be really neat. People like to see
I don't know why these
the
aren't
guts
downloading.
of things, like cutaways, just like do a cutaway and make half of your engine transparent.
Okay, so what do we have here? What is this one? Oh, here we go.
Okay, and who'd this come from?
You're asking too many questions.
What kind of car?
Iceman's Charger.
Okay,
This
great.
Iceman's Charger.
I swear I've seen pictures of this before, but now we have
And then,
we have them.
I think I maybe. Oh yeah, here this one. I think I duplicated a couple of downloads, so we're gonna have to just be careful not to show them all. Yeah, that's quite a thing.
That looks very sporty. You know what
Whose
I
old
always
Ford
say,
is that?
this is why we can never have anything nice. Everything we own has dents and imperfections. The projects are never done. It can always have nicer tires or wheels or cleaner paint or shinier chrome or that is it really teaches you where value starts to lie in cars as far as, and like when people are judging cars, like it is how quickly the points erode over tiny little flaws and imperfections.
This is looking out the windshield of the Charger.
Nice. I want to see the speedometer when it's going.
You want to see the
Fast.
speedometer? Well,
No,
you can't
I
see the
just-
speedometer. It's like, yeah, I paid for the whole speedometer. I want to use the whole speedometer. Let's see. what
Posted a
is this?
video of an EcoBoost powered Miata at 30 psi, 490 horsepower. That's Blue Grit Garage. That is an insane amount of power to push out of a 4-cylinder. How do you hold that together?
See that? See that?
Oh, up. The whole thing is ruined.
What's that?
The whole car. It's ruined. Did you see that flaw?
There's a flaw in it?
Zoom in. Look how bad it is.
Little dink there.
Look how bad it is.
Yeah, come on.
Ooh, so bad.
I was just looking at that 500 on there.
I know it's a beautiful car. I'm totally joking, but that's the kind. I'm not that kind of person. But some people, that's what's important to them, is that every detail looks so perfect. It's like, this is why we can never have anything nice. I didn't grow up with anything nice. I don't even know how to own anything that's nice. I've had a couple of new cars, and then like when they got scratched and parking lot dents, I lost my shit. I'm like, I still have to pay every month for this for like 5 years, and someone smashed it and left. Or, man. When I was younger, I had no chill at all. And there's
Okay,
days
now-
where I have no chill, but now I have a little bit.
I don't know whose this is because I got to go back to email and look, but
That's pretty Barracuda.
this is, I got to go back to email. That is Custom Deluxe. Custom Deluxe. Custom Deluxe here. Who's Custom Deluxe? Is he here? Tell me about this car. Tell me about this first gen Barracuda.
I know how to take a good pick. Well, that's important, Iceman. And it'll get to 120 pretty quick. And that's as fast as I've ever driven a car, was 120 miles an hour. And I wasn't long before I was like, this is too fast. It felt really squirrely, and it was a new car. But yeah, the rubber tires just felt squishy, and I'm like, this is too fast.
More from Levi. Let's see what we got here.
Dougster, Wolverine Garage is here. Welcome to the stream. I'm sure it's amazing in person, and we are our own worst critics. What do y'all think about that hood scoop? So I like that it's gold to match the graphics on the car and the roof, but that style of hood scoop, they never put that on that car in a factory context, did they? I don't like it, Iceman. I think it should have like a rumble hood that pops out of the hood. But then again, I wouldn't kick it out of bed. It's a beautiful looking car. It looks like a lot of fun. So
This is from Levi's. Looks
what's that? Looks like a lot of batteries.
like a lot of batteries.
I don't understand why we're looking at that.
Neither do I. I'm looking at his other pictures. Just a second. He sent me that picture, so I put it up.
Okay. Iceman, investing in the proper tires
Is
for
that
the
the same
speed
pic-
that you're going to go is pretty damn important.
Is that the same picture he sent before? Oh, it is the same picture he sent before. Or is it?
That is an impressive way to turn the headers around and make it throw the turbo out front. That's pretty cool stuff.
A Valkyrie does 135 and settles down and becomes super stable over the ton. Yeah.
Wow.
About the fastest I ever been on fastest I ever been on the ground is in airplanes. Which is nice because you just leave the ground. You don't have to worry about the ground. But in a car, probably about 140 something in a 2007 Grand Prix with a sideways front drive LS engine. and that got real uncomfortable at that speed. It got all kind of real light in the front.
On a test track in Mexico, of course. None of us would ever go that fast in the United States or on
Oh,
public
it's long
roads.
past the
It's very illegal, and we would never venture
long
into that
past the.
type of territory.
Isn't there some kind of statute of limitations when you
Oh, okay.
for a traffic ticket? Of course, that's probably more than a traffic
I
ticket.
mean, we all need to be aware, even if our computer is not electronic, we all carry tracking devices, telephones,
Oh, yeah.
GPS devices, that there's someone who knows how fast we're going and what direction we're headed at all times. And systems to alert the police so that they can stop you and fine you when you do that they're actively being developed. So our rights and freedoms to exceed the legal limits are very much going to be impeded very soon.
Custom Deluxe. My 67th birthday to myself. Southeast Gasser Super Stock 340, G-Force 4-speed, Dana 60. And Dylan, Levi, he says that thing's going to be a wall mount, that thing with the batteries. I built a thing that holds batteries and drills and everything up against a wall because they're always scattered. So yeah, I understand that. And
oh, I see.
yeah,
Wall mounted. We have something like that. All the chargers are wall mounted in the garage.
Yeah,
and it's an excellent idea. Yeah.
Yeah, when you went somewhere, Pittsburgh or something, and I did that when you came home, it was there.
Yeah, keep them organized.
I'm gonna put it back up.
The charged ones go on one side. The ones that need charged either go in the charger or on the rack.
Now I see. Yeah, he's gonna mount that thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you don't have a setup like that, what are you doing? You need a setup like that so that you always have a hot battery ready to go.
See what else I did. Now, why did that one close?
Custom Deluxe 84. That is a beautiful car, and I hope I get to see it in person sometime. And I'm glad that you have it because I just get the feeling that if you invested to purchase that for yourself, that you are going to take really good care of it.
Now I see that mid-50s Ford back there, but not a very good picture of it. Just part of it. Kind of like those. I did one of those Richard Petty schools. Got up to 172 miles per hour in a 1 mile oval. That is rolling along in a mile oval. Wow.
172. Wow. Hey, Ari's here.
Ari's here.
Welcome to the stream, Ari.
You got to stay here now.
No.
You guys a mod.
You're the only mod currently.
I don't know what happened to Mexican Spec tonight. He's always the first one here, and he's not here. Man, I don't remember what happened. Let's see here. Full frame rails, front to back, all steel. Man. It's going by in a hurry. I gigged the banana car.
Yeah, that's a nice.
And the core support mounts in the stock location, only tubular. Yep. Stock core support. That is fast, yeah. What's the fastest I've ever been on the ground?
How do you get to 172? Like, how do you gear a vehicle that it'll even go that fast? I never thought about it too much, but
I went 204 miles an hour on the ground once.
Like, what rear end ratio?
More than once.
What rear end ratio do you put in a car to be able to wind it out?
204? Well, it was just before I pulled the nose up and lifted off. It was jet engines. Oh. Let's see here. Oh, it has a sexy flush mounted turn signal like a 71 Roadrunner. Yeah, it's 71 Charger, right? Man, those cars they were the same body, but they were so different. Chrysler really did a good job having two cars, two B bodies that were so different, but so much the same. You know, the structure's the same. I don't think I've ever gone faster than around 140. Yeah, on the ground, I've been in a car, 140, a little over 140. And it was not real pleasant. It was in like I said a few minutes ago, it was a 07 Grand Prix, and it was getting real light in the front end. I just like let up on it and let it slow down because it was kind of not fun. No downforce. What you looking at? Oh, that Grand Prix. It was a uh, GXP, Grand Prix GXP.
Didn't get to set. I
You
rebooted and
messed
I
on.
lost my
You lost your
I
place.
lost my place, but I
Is there a
fixed it.
GXP
There
there?
we go.
Nope, I don't see a G. Well, there's the dash.
Where?
Scroll back a little bit. That one right there.
That one?
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, that was the dash. I had that car for some months. It was a mini lease out in Arizona. It was fast and fun. A factory car that had big disc brakes on it and LS engine sitting sideways. If you can believe they put an LS engine sideways in a car and drive the front wheels, that's crazy. But it was fun.
They said on the track they used last year's backup cars. You follow one of their instructors. I had to remind myself to breathe. Yeah, I would be holding on pretty tight.
Have I gone Sonic? Like like above Sonic? Better take the fifth on that one. There's things we're supposed to do and not supposed to do. Let's see here.
Just be
I,
really careful, Levi. 147 miles per hour is incredibly fast when you suddenly feel the need to be stopped for your own safety. So just make sure that all your safety equipment is being utilized the way it's supposed to be. It's a lot of fun to go fast, but nobody wants to see anybody get hurt. So I know that you're all over your project, making sure things are correct for your own safety. Don't cut any corners for your own.
my car is
Looking
so
out for
slow
yourself.
that it couldn't break 100 miles an hour. See, this is what I like now. That six-cylinder Valiant, it might be faster than a six-cylinder Valiant. Doesn't have a cam and the two-barrel and stuff, but it's still not a fast car. It's just nice because we put the engine together and put it in there, and we're lucky we got a good transmission and it drives.
I mean,
And
we don't really have racing channels.
I don't have any reason to fly along, excuse me, over 100 miles an hour anymore. I don't know why. When I was young, I just like to be stupid and go fast on the street, which
Well,
is
yeah,
stupid, you know.
it's not
But
well, on the street. Yeah,
on a racetrack,
it's very exciting, and honestly, people show up at events to see fast cars. The fast cars do sell tickets and stuff like that. So we really appreciate the people who are willing to put that time and energy in. They're chasing that excitement, and that's awesome. That's really not where we're at. That's not where the thrust of our channel is. Me, I'm more about fixing things, about explaining things. He really likes tools and what else is in like
sometimes I think I like the tools more than I like the cars.
yeah.
My whole life, I have collected tools, and oh man, we got a lot of pictures came in that I'm not paying attention to
But
here.
I mean, it's all a part of it, right? Is knowing how to use the tools, knowing what tools are available, knowing how to fix, the little nuts and bolts of things. It's interesting stuff for some people, and other people have channels that are dedicated to we need this part on our engine to go fast. We want this cam, we want this, and
Who
then
is JB 981? Who's JB? Who's JB on here? I know there's JB on here.
is that JB's Little Shop?
Could be.
It was Jess. Oh, I
Oh
don't
well,
know.
he's got his real name there. I'm not going to say that if he
Okay.
doesn't. I don't know if he
Oh, I'm
wants to
sorry.
do that. So these pictures came from him.
I just appreciate that, like, people take us
Okay,
seriously,
so-
even though we aren't the fastest cars. We're not going to be the fastest.
So what
We're
are
not
we
even
look-
trying to be.
So what are we looking at here? Ken, can you shrink us down?
Yeah, let me shrink us down.
There.
That's a Moda. Is that the four-cylinder that puts out 490 horsepower?
I'll get to all these pictures. I know there's more pictures stacked up.
No, that's a V8 engine
Here's the.
with a supercharger.
Here you go.
That's JB's Little Shop's.
S10 or whatever it is.
Oh, is that his 2.8 engine from his S10?
What
Are these
is that?
pictures came
What-
from the same person?
Yes. What does that say up there? It does say. I think that says S10. It does. I didn't know if it was an S10 or if it's a GMC. I'm a fan because Buff shows the tools and Kim fixes things that are all help me make good use of my limited repair time. I've been watching you like buff out a boat. It's like, man, is that tedious work? Oh man. Yeah, 2.8. Buff I have one Chrysler Mastertech gold torque wrenches. It's from the early 60s. Came with head torque tables. Even listed the 300 SL going engine.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Where
I'm
you
gonna go
going?
get.
You're gonna run off?
Yeah, but
Well, I'm gonna put another picture up. Don't run off yet.
Okay.
Just I gotta put this up.
Burnout.
Yeah, there you go. Now you can go.
Nice. I'll be right back.
Guns and Gear says you look
Thank
nice.
you, Guns and Gears. I put a dress on tonight. Did my hair a little bit.
She was in there doing her hair, and I'm like, hey, 2 minutes. And then I'm like, minute and a half. And she goes, I'll make it. And like, 1 minute. And I'm going, 30 seconds. And she comes in here, sits down, and turns it on. It's like, wow, that was a close one.
We made it.
Okay, so I'm going to pull up more pictures, I think. Oh, people have their real names on here. I don't want to say real names. Okay.
Ooh, it's so. I feel like I just went swimming in a swamp.
What is it? A bit humid out there?
Gosh, is it humid out there?
So who is this?
Kitty cat.
Who is this?
Hi, kitty, 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 kitty. Look, Calico.
But it's somebody that I don't want to. Everybody hear from.
I haven't seen anything from Duddy's Adventure, but I remember them saying that he was really busy working, and I don't think he's not alive. I just think that YouTube, he's not prioritizing YouTube content, but maybe there's something that I don't know about what's going on. I hope he's okay.
Whose is it? Whose is this cat? Okay, let's see here. I don't want to use real names. Oh, we have this is you know who this is. This is
No.
This is RC.
I thought his truck was brown. Oh, he painted
Yes, he has more than one, I guess. I'm just trying to download them all.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to show you my
Oh, here's his car that I really liked.
Oh, I know. You're so disappointed when you found out
he sold it.
The Laguna. No, not Laguna. The
It's an LTD. LTD Brome or something. Jeez, I don't know what it is.
Crusty Chrysler.
It's
the green one. I don't know.
What? The green one, yeah. It's not. It's an LTD.
A recently acquired tool that we have is this here.
Oh God, what? I don't even know about this.
Yeah, I showed it to you in the Jeep.
Oh, that came out of the Jeep.
It didn't come. I mean, I ran out and grabbed it out of the Jeep, but it came from the Food Lion parking lot. There was a big clod of dirt and a Rubbermaid, like one of those small Rubbermaid bin about the size of a shoebox, and this wrench laying in like a pile right on the like where you pull, you turn to pull out of the parking lot. Somebody dropped their wrench. I don't know if we can free
this
that
is
up. It's
all
kind of stuck.
all drab. This is her kitty. You made us big again. Why are we back up blocking the view again, Kim?
Because I was showing the wrench.
Oh, I see. Okay, then you can.
I can make us small again.
Okay, so
We have the technology. We can change.
I'm trying to find my cursor. There it is. You ever like looking for the cursor and you can't find it?
Oh, you got his kitty photos right now. Well, thank you for sending us a kitty photo.
Kitty
this
photos
is fun.
are okay.
We don't usually do this. Show pictures are.
Yeah, 895 subs. Can you believe that? Well, I didn't even know that. It was 894 when we started tonight. Okay, this is JB or RC Industries.
Where did that truck come from?
I don't know. Maybe it's this truck.
That's not the same truck, is it?
I don't know. It's the same kind of truck.
It is definitely the same kind of truck.
It won't grab. There you go. That's RC Industry.
No, because this one's a D100. What's the black one?
I don't know. What's the black one? Let me see if I can grab this away. Yeah, what is that one? Oh, that's your old 75. Okay. And then he's got another one up here, which is the picture I liked. Because when I met him, well, in I think he had this in 23 at No Name Nationals.
Yeah.
This is one that was a 351 under glass. you know, clear plastic air cleaner, so it was a 351 under glass. And he said it would go up to 60 miles an hour. But it was pretty funny. Yeah. He raced that at No Name Nationals. That's at No Name Nationals. Look at that. There's Dizzy Izzy's car right behind him. I think that's Dizzy Izzy's car, isn't it? That blue Valiant.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I like my Dodge trucks. I got that big green 94 Dodge truck, and I've got that 93 Dodge truck. The 93 is unsavable though. It's beyond saving. That sucks, but that's just the way she goes. Um, but the 94 is just needs taillight wiring and it'll be able to be driven. And then the 99, the motor is sludged up and all clogged, so it keeps having oil pressure problems. Although I put new bearings, rod bearings in it, and it still has oil pressure problems because the pickup screen clogs. I got to take the motor and transmission out. What's so funny?
I just look at Rick at RC Industry because he spent several hours here and he had us in stitches.
Oh, we had so much fun.
We had a good time. It was fun driving the 93.
Oh, that's
down
right.
The hill.
We were doing some organizing.
Oh, jeez.
And I got the skid loader. I pushed them down the hill within that 93 truck. With the steering column is not attached to the dash. It's like in his lap. And he says, you don't turn the wheel, you turn the whole column.
Yeah, the gear shift was going around with them. Everything.
Sorry, Rick. Sorry.
Yeah.
The grill is a little smashed up, but the inserts are good, somebody said. I don't know. It's not anything.
The
no
93,
showpiece.
isn't that the one that fell off the frame?
Somebody smashed it into stuff. They were disrespectful to that truck before I got it.
Well, that truck got so rusty and the cab fell down further onto the frame than it's supposed to be. And it went down enough that it jammed the steering column and he wouldn't steer anymore. And that's why he quit driving. So
yeah.
then Kim bought it.
Well, the pressure on the transmission cracked the transfer case. So the transfer
What was that
case,
from? The body hitting the transmission?
Yeah, from the body bouncing off the transmission every time I hit a bump.
I can't believe people let cars go that far. Man, there's a W100 150 for sale down here. It's dented like hell, but it's a cool truck, slant 6.
I'm coming to get it, Ari. No, I'm not.
See,
I'm not.
We like these slant 6s. We need an excuse to go out to the West Coast.
We do, but it can't be to get another vehicle because we just got too darn many vehicles.
What was it I wanted to go? I still want to go to Arizona for something. I'm like, man, we got to go there. Right now, I'm...
The Lime La-Ti-Da. That's right. The Lime La-Ti-Da.
So
sold that car. I'm proud of you for selling something. It's hard to sell. It's hard to let them go. It really is.
That LTD belongs to
Rick.
Rick, RC Industry. It did. Excuse me. It did. He sold it. Sadly, that was a big old tank. It's kind of a nice car. But now he's got that Oldsmobile 98, which is
Check out his channel for the story on that car. That car was a trip.
That's a great car. The
axle, the nut was welded on.
What was wrong?
I think it was the passenger side wheel bearing wasn't right, so they welded the wheel nut onto the axle.
I didn't want to sell that LTD, but the guy offered me too much money. I had to let it go. Yeah, I've been there before. I've had cars, 72 Monte Carlo, but somebody gave me more than what I thought I'd get for it. And 69 Nova, same thing. God, I was selling this is back in the day. I had a 69 Nova that I didn't really want to sell. I was driving. It was blue. And then I had a Dodge. She's got to be hammering. It's a. I'm thinking it might have been a Duster, but I think it was a Demon. I don't remember, but it was blue and it's kind of a crappy car. And I had it out in the front lot of my radiator shop for sale, and some guys came by and they're all looking at it. Is he taking off? Um, oh, I don't know, maybe not. So, anyway, these guys come by and they're looking at that Demon or Dust or whatever it was. And one of them points over toward the building where my Nova is. He goes, "What I'm really looking for is one of those." I went, "Oh, okay." He comes over, he's looking. He offered me like double what I'd paid for it. And it's like, yeah, it's got to go. Let it go. But so many times I wish I hadn't done that because I'd still have a 69 Nova, you know.
And Rick, you did good. I already got an offer on the Dakota. We had a phone call. I'm not going to disclose who the phone call was, but we had a friend of the channel make a phone call and say, "You want to sell that Dakota?" I was like, "Well, I don't
He's up there
know."
doing his spiel. And he actually sold a car.
Yeah, yeah, it's already
Well,
working.
she didn't take the offer yet, you know.
No, I count. He wanted to know how much I wanted for it, and I told him, and he offered me less. But anyways, an offer is better than nothing. I didn't get nothing before.
Dizzy Izzy's taking off, so he's got to go pick up dinner. Take care.
He'll be back.
You got to go pick up. Oh, what's it? The Era. Your 71 Chevy would sell for $20K in Michigan as is. You know, I like that. I like that 71. That's my favorite body style Chevy truck. Although I like the 67 better because it's got the little back window. But all of them, all those 67 through 72 Chevy pickups, I really like them. Of course, I like the 60 as well because I like that hood. She's in there grinding up water. We have a coffee machine that makes so much noise, I tell her she's grinding up water. I don't know if anybody can hear that. Uh, yeah, you know, I took an Arizona car to Ohio, and it was a beat up piece of crap, but it didn't have a spot of rust on it. And people wanted it. The mistake I made with that car was I let it go and I forgot it didn't have it had a jack and a spare in the back, but there was no lug wrench. And I left like a 2 foot long snap-on breaker bar with a socket on it that had back there if I ever had to change a tire. I forgot about it.
Damn it.
So that big old breaker bar and that socket went away. What'd you do? You turned off my monitor.
Oh,
You set the keyboard on top of the.
we've lost chat. Keep talking about the car, the breaker bar. You left the breaker bar.
You just messed me all up.
I broke his concentration by turning off his chat.
So my
Sorry,
breaker bar
everyone.
disappeared. Is that going to come back or does it stay black? Okay, it's back.
All right.
She set the keyboard on top of the remote.
Hold on, I got to do something.
Piff, everything went away.
Quit your complaining. I made a mistake. RC Industries brought us his homegrown carrots. RC Industry also has a gardening channel. And I don't ever watch it, but I know it's there. But you might want to watch it. We probably should be watching it because we don't know how to grow anything and our crops turned out terrible. Brought us carrots. I ate one last night. I'm going to munch on one a little bit here.
You're going to eat in front of everybody?
In front of everyone. They don't get the carrots. Eat your own carrots. Go ahead. You can talk about the stuff that you lost from a car. What year was that you lost?
Oh, it's a long time ago. Long time ago. But it's just an expensive snap-on that would last forever. All Drive says the cheap Harbor Freight breaker bars are my friend. Yeah, they're hard to break. I've broken other things that are Harbor Freight, but actually not many.
I broke a 1/2-inch extension off.
Oh, you just broke one. It was a Harbor Freight?
No, it wasn't even that good of a quality.
It wasn't that good.
It wasn't even that good.
She was doing something with one of mine. Was it mine or yours? The broken. Oh.
It came out of your box, but it was just a cheap thing.
It was a cheap
I didn't
1/2-inch extension. You snapped off a half-inch
I
extension.
didn't think I needed anything that special. I was just taking lug nuts off the trailer, and well, let me tell you, I snapped off a half-inch extension.
Okay, we're gonna start closing these. See, I drive that around. Um, nice cat. I miss my cat. My cat disappeared. Tell me when I get the one I should leave up here. That looks nice. That's a good stance and everything. That looks. I'm gonna leave that one up there for a minute or two.
Dougster might be right, Ari. You might be able to sell, I don't know, 20K? But I think around 15 or 16. But then you got to get it there. I don't know. You don't want to sell it.
Man, you're noisy. Crunch, 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 crunch.
That's good.
Well, carrots are supposed to be crunchy, I guess. That's good. Yeah, it looks good. The stance is right. Just everything about that car looks pretty good, you know. And that's not my favorite body style Charger. I like the 68. It's probably my favorite. But that one looks, I mean, that one looks good.
It looks too expensive.
I don't know why I like the,
Can't afford a car like that.
I like the second gen Chargers a lot.
How does
I
it go
really
on the
like them.
highway?
What's that?
How does it go on the highway?
That thing?
Mm-hmm. Like, can you drive it to the track?
All right, quit your job and bring me Cali. When I was in California, nobody said Cali. I don't know.
Doug, sir, but is the market
We will be millionaires.
the market for antique and classic cars is really soft right now in like Tennessee. Is it good up there?
What is this? I was reading instead of paying attention to what you were saying. I'm sorry.
Well, Dougster said
Oh, okay.
bring nice cars up there and we'll be millionaires. But is there really a market? Like, or is it right now the economy is really soft here?
A lot of people want the stuff, and the prices are high. But I don't. Yeah, I don't know who actually buys them.
Well, yeah, like a lot of people say they want, but are they real buyers with cash? Ready to make the jump, or are they just like to talk?
My favorite of the Mopars is the 67 through 9 Barracudas, second gen Barracudas. Love those cars, but they want, they're worth so much money. Never have one, so I have a four-door Valiant.
Well, a car like that doesn't necessarily need an overdrive. It depends on what rear end ratio you have in it. If it's numerically lower than like a 355, like a 321 or a 323 gear will go on the highway just fine. Those are pretty tall tires, you know. But also, like both of the Mopars that we have, the cars that we have, they don't drive very good. I wouldn't take them on a long highway trip yet. We're in the process of rebuilding all the rubber underneath them. I was just curious if it goes good down the road now.
3 POS, Mr. 59 Chevy. How you doing? Hey, we're not selling anything. We're showing cars. And if you want to send a picture of your 59 Chevy to me, I'll put it up there. It's you just email it to buffdelcampo@gmail.com. And maybe you can put that back up there because people are here that weren't here earlier.
Okay.
And then they can just click on it instead of.
That's not the right thing. Okay,
no,
go ahead.
That's not the right thing.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
So, yeah, I really liked his 59 Chevy. When I met Kim, and then we started walking, and I saw that 59 Chevy. I go, I got to go look at that. It's like one of the first cars I just like straight to it. And then he opened the hood, and there was a big block in it. What was it, 454 or 427 or so? I think it was a 454. It just looked like it belonged there. Yeah, there's where you email to. And I'll try to put the pictures up on the.
Ooh, 3K at 50 is pretty harsh. You don't want to go interstate travel like that.
3K at 50-ish. Yeah. The old 57, 56, and 57 Fords, we used to run those. They had like 356 rear end. I don't remember. They run like 3,500 down the highway, and we thought that was normal. I had one 57 Ford that had 411s, but it had a 3-speed on a column, 3-speed on a column with overdrive. So when you put the overdrive in, the final drive became 288. So it was a nice car to drive, and you put the overdrive on, and then it would just cruise down the highway quietly. It was nice. I run 223.
Is that
28
right?
inch
223?
Lock up 3-speed automatic, and it gets great highway miles. With a 318, just takes a month to get up to speed. Yeah, you measure your quarter-mile time with a calendar.
With a calendar.
Yeah, 223. That's pretty high. That's really high. First time I saw a car that had gears that were higher than like 279 or something, I couldn't believe it.
I can go 54 in first gear.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a highway car for sure.
my 64 Ford had 3 O's in the rear end. It was shift about, I don't know, 5,800, something like that. 5,800 RPM. It was 60 miles an hour in first, 100 miles an hour in second, and then go up from there. And so going down the highway, I don't know what it was. Just under, I don't know, probably 3,000 or maybe a little less. I don't know. I just drove it.
My Dart, we just put that Ford rear end, and it has a 345. And RC Industry we went for a ride around the neighborhood, and it's like you give it one whoom in first, and then you better come out of first, because that's all the way, and you're in the second, and then you get up to like 45 miles an hour, you're cruising in third. So I have a feeling it's going to be a real screamer.
Yeah, Rick, how was that ride? I stayed here, and she took Rick and son, and they took off up the street. Whoa! I was like, oh man, I don't want to ride that fast in that car. It still needs some front end work. Slowest car trying to get to No Name Nationals. Well, just run in first gear. Oh, and put some little tires on the back. That's what you do with Kim's van the first year. We put some little tires on the back.
Yeah, get some short sidewall tires on there.
Yeah, so it'll go faster. That's cheap gears.
Yeah, and the thing
then you just swap the gears back, and then swap the tires back, and you can drive it home.
I guarantee you'll be faster than every car that doesn't show up. Every single one.
And I don't know, Dr. Go have enough subs? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I went the first year, I had no channel, no subs. The second year, I had a channel, but like 10 subs or something. And this year, I made it over 500, so I'll be there this year. But it's a good event to go to anyway. It doesn't matter if you go down the track. You just do something, help somebody else, go watch. They got good burgers. Go to Lambert's. Lambert's is a dinner on Thursday night that is just great, because they let us put on a car show there, and then you go in there. It's a really bizarre kind of place. I can't even explain what it's like. Good food and kind of a bizarre place, and it's a fun place to go to. We did some of the Granadas in the late 70s, had 247s in the 6-cylinders. They did not like hills. Yeah, I bet you have to pop it down in a second to go uphill. Man, I had a friend that had it wasn't a Granada. So what's the Mercury? A Monarch. He had a Monarch. And he drove nothing but Cadillacs, and then he got a Monarch. And he liked it, which kind of surprised me. But he drove that thing for years. The 59 had 3 oak gears, ran fine down the track. Yeah, but you had a massive engine under the hood. Small diameter. That would be the quickest way to get started. Good idea. Yeah, we did that with Kim. She just brought two tires that were much smaller. Then you look like Bugs Bunny.
Because I'm eating a carrot.
Yeah, I know why.
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? Luger, what was it you said to me? You said it in a comment today, I think, that if you get your 500 subs, you'll go there. go there anyway. Just have a good time. I mean, it's just a fun event. And I was twice without enough subs. This time I'll have enough subs. I was telling Kim I don't even know if I'm going to race down the track. We're taking her car. I might take a one run down the
one
track.
of the things that we've learned from a couple of years ago into No Name Nationals is don't get too caught up in trying to record things and make it into a content event because
everybody's doing it.
Well, no, because you miss
you
out.
miss it. You miss it.
Go and have fun, talk to people, and look at things and enjoy yourself. Because not a lot of people watch those videos anyways. So don't miss out for a little bit of content. Like, go and enjoy yourself. If you get some content, that's great too. But don't hyper focus. Because the first year I thought I'm going to get all this content, and then I was just stressed.
The second year I got a lot of content because I had a channel, put it up, and they got some views, but not a lot. And so a lot of the racing I saw through the viewfinder of my phone, you know. So I don't know.
But also is last year we didn't really race a car. Did we race a car at all?
Did not do anything. We didn't take the monkey bike. We did not race a car.
We took the monkey bike.
Well, we didn't race it, did we?
I took it down a track a couple times.
Oh, you did? Okay, so you did.
And it was actually really
bike.
nice because I didn't have to worry about trying to race anything that much. It was just like most of the weekend we chilled. We spent a lot of time with Clint Street Machines and Mrs. Clint's Street Machines, and we had fun talking to people. We walked around. We went at whatever pace we wanted to. It was much less stressful, and I was really disappointed because we didn't get the car ready. But once we got there and I got over the fact that, like, well, we're here now and we're enjoying ourselves, we had a blast without a car. It was okay.
The one thing I got on video that I'm really glad I did is Dallas did this massive burnout. His Thunderbird before that was his burnout. And it was crazy. And I just happened to get it. And I've got it. It's on my channel. But that was the one thing I was really glad I got on there. And then we walked around. It was your channel, wasn't it? We walked around. Oh, we had people come over sign in your van, and we videoed all that because she got autographs of almost everybody we could on the side of her van and put stickers and everything. It was so one side of her van's got a lot of autographs and stickers on it. That's pretty cool. And we did like little short interview with everybody, like a minute, and that was kind of fun. Eating that carrot. I agree. Don't plan on
carrot, Rick. Thank you.
Filming this year down at No Name Nationals. I'd love to go just to meet, shake hands, and say thanks to all of those that help me understand how to do work on my cars. See, and that's the other thing. And if you see somebody that's struggling with something, they're working by themselves, go, hey, let me give you a hand with that. You know, slide a jack stand in. Don't get in their way, but if they want help, you can help them, you know. Was the monster silver bird. There were two Thunderbirds. One of them was a 68 that belongs to Two Hacks Garage. It's a big, heavy one with a 500-something cubic inch big block. And it was pretty fast. For a monstrous car, it was fast. And then Dallas's was a much lighter car. It was kind of like a Fox body Thunderbird, like an 88 maybe. And a real light car, all good racing stuff under it. What engines he have? He has it's a Windsor engine with Cleveland heads on it. But I think it's like 400 something inch. And what is his? Light blue? What color is his? Dallas's bird.
What color is it?
Yeah.
Silver.
It's silver too. Okay, so there's two silver birds. And
you can tell the difference by the year.
Yeah,
Dallas is the new one.
Dallas is one that's all rounded, pointy looking in the front. And Two Hacks is the one that's a 68, got the big oval grill on the front. And it's a massive car that's it's fast. You see something it just looks heavy in it. It's fast. It's amazing. And now he's got a new transmission with that Cope did. Yeah, Dallas's T-Bird. So what else I see? Watch the show, not the camera. Yeah. So what else is going on? I'm talked out. I'm not. I'm just like stumbling here. Don't know what to.
Well, let's see. We're an hour and 15 minutes in. So we
I'm
just
probably see Rick's. See, we just got boring and Rick's taken off. Probably gonna go head out. Thanks you both for your hospitality last weekend. We had a good time. See you at No Name Nationals. Yeah. Oh man. I had no idea what you were gonna do here. I said, man, we just got this yard full of a bunch of old junk cars, and I couldn't imagine why you wanted to come down here, but we really had a good time. We really had a good time. I think for No Name Nationals, maybe the key is upload some brief stuff while it's going on. Yeah, there's some people that did that too.
I mean, don't be afraid to record something, but just when a bunch of people are trying to race, and a bunch of people, and then there's the announcers going in the background, and there's it's just really difficult. So if you go there with the exclusive idea that you're going to get a lot of video recorded content, or you're going to interview a bunch of people, you might get really overwhelmed. So just, take what comes. Enjoy the opportunities that present themselves. Walk around, talk to people. Maybe somebody will want to interview you, or maybe somebody will be doing something. You say, hey, do you want me to hold your phone and record what you're doing? And
they got a concession stand there, and the food is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
It's probably about the best I've had at some kind of an event.
And a lot of people grill at the track, and some people camp there. It's a nice thing. Croy?
Oh, I did a video with I did a video with comparing 3 different penetrating oils, and I got all kinds of comments, and one was that we didn't try Croyle, we didn't try it, all list of stuff that we didn't try. So I bought Croyle, and somebody told me they like the way it smells. So never do this. Smells like oil. But I'll probably get a couple others like Liquid Wrench, and
do some more tests.
I'll do some more tests, and then we'll have a runoff between the two of them. So Kim put this here. This is my prop for tonight. This is a can of penetrating oil. Okay, enough of that.
I've noticed live streams don't tend to go through. I would definitely not try to be one of the people forcing a live stream through, because there's a bunch of content creators there uploading, downloading, and they do have good Wi-Fi at the track, but a live stream is going to be too much. I would allow the track to do their own official live stream stuff and just don't expect it to work. Same with on your phone, that there's good signal out there, but not good enough that a bunch of people can live stream from their phone at the same time. If you're going to do video, you best record it and maybe upload it, in the evening, or, at your hotel, or, during the off racing times.
Make sure PB Blaster isn't anywhere close to the interior of your car. Really? I didn't know that.
Is that because of the smell, or will it dissolve it?
PB Blaster, I always have it in the shop, and I like that stuff. But I also like, what's the one that got 0 votes in our poll?
The Power Lube.
Yeah. What's the name of that stuff?
CRC.
CRC Power Lube is one of my favorites. Got 0 votes. I thought, man, that's maybe people just don't know what it is or don't use it. But it's really a lubricant more than a penetrant, but it works great.
Yeah. So. It's not a lubricant?
What, WD?
Anti-seize. Not a lubricant.
Oh, geez. Oh, don't start this again.
He was so
because
mad.
Of the smell.
Somebody told him.
Because I just did one on 4 different kinds of anti-seize, and they kind of have their own purpose, although you could probably interchange them. And
Put it right back.
one of the commenters said that it was that I didn't know what I was talking about because it's anti-seize is not grease. It's has no lubricant. It's not a lube, and really gave me a hard time. And while I'm reading his comment, I can see the bottle right there that's on the screen, and it says anti-seize lube, anti-seize lubricant right on the can. So yeah, I don't know, whatever. I've never used that particular CRC product, but they make good stuff. So don't use it on your door hinges. Oh, I see, because of the smell. Yeah, CRC Power Lube, that stuff works great on things like door hinges and all that stuff, but it's a smell I don't mind, but it is a strong smell, and you might not like it in your car.
Oh, what smells the worst?
Kim is correct. Anti-seize is not a lubricant.
It is a lubricant.
It says lubricant right on the
I'm bringing up a picture.
right
Oh my
on
God.
right on the jar. It says lubricant. Look up Permatex.
I'm looking it up. You could go ahead and tell them about it.
So I just told them the story. So if it says lubricant on the
Look, it's even in the search terminology. Let's bring it up.
Bring it up. Okay. So I'm not saying it's the best lubricant in the world, but it is a lubricant, and you put it there for a long time. Look at that.
Anti-seize
lubricant. The manufacturer thinks it's a lubricant, but I wouldn't use it as an assembly lube. I wouldn't use it as in some places. I was telling Kim I used that right there, that brand name, that stuff.
It is not like valve lapping compound. Valve lapping compound is an abrasive.
That's not an abrasive.
It's not abrasive.
So I used to use it on my hood latch because I'd keep my under hood, I'd spray it off all the time, steam cleaner and all that, and it wouldn't take the anti-seize off. So my hood latch always worked, and it was there for years.
All right, we're gonna be doing another short in regard to this because the electrical outlet short got a lot of heat.
Oh my God, that electrical
anti-seize one, it's good.
Well, wait a minute. You put anti-seize on two pieces that move against each other, they will wear into each other. Okay, you ever work on disc brakes that have slides, like steel against steel? One of the anti-seize products that I put up there is a lubricant that's an anti-seize lubricant that's meant for those brakes. And it's meant to move. And I've never seen any wear from it. So I don't know. I don't want to get in a big argument about it. But
let's investigate. We'll look into it in our off time. We'll make it a little venture.
So
we won't, because we don't know everything. I didn't invent anti-seize, but
Ray says it's anti-seize is a lube, graphite, and grease.
Yeah.
Now graphite is not is a lube. I mean, I used to use graphite just by itself on. Oh man, where I started that was when I was a little kid, they had a thing called Pinewood Derby where you had these wood cars.
They would use the graphite
in
those little...
Use a graphite on the plastic wheels, and man, those things would rip, Oh, look, here we are. We got emails popping up. What is this one? I got two of them just popped up.
Well, this came from Tim, 72 Demon. Well, see, I think the reason the grease is slippy, but it dries out, and the graphite stays to prevent rust and to keep it from seizing. So it has lubricating and anti-seizing components.
I can't scoot it up any higher.
They'd lap into each other. But how much would they lap into each other if you didn't put anything on them? And it wasn't even a bearing. It was just metal on metal, probably.
Well, and there's probably anti-seizes and anti-seizes.
And there probably is better lubricants in the world. Like,
it depends on what you're lubricating.
Exactly. It has a purpose, and when you use it for a purpose, it's the best things they can find that work for that.
But here we go. Oops, what did I do? Oh, what is this? Oh, this is a link to shorts. Well, I can't play a short on here. Oh, this is okay.
A couple of years is a long time. You need to retreat them.
Okay.
What else can you put on there that is there?
Ray sent. I thought he sent pictures. He sent links. I'm not going to play videos on here. It's going to be hard to do. So yeah, if you had still pictures, I'd put them up.
Okay.
It's kind of ablative, so it'll break apart rather than stick. And I used to have a gallon can of graphite. You can imagine how long a gallon can lasts.
Forever.
Yeah, it was just forever. It was just still full. When I sold one of my shops, I left it there. It's like, oh, why did I leave that there?
They might start to drag, but did they rust? Because part of the anti-seize's job is to prevent corrosion, which would cause seizing, and then the grease in the anti-seize, helps with lubrication, but it has its limits.
After a couple of years, they begin to drag.
A couple of years, yeah. What else would you put on there that would last long? I mean,
what else would you leave for a couple of years and not re-lubricated?
Right, and on disc brakes, they get hot, they get cold, they get
that's why you use anti-seize, because of heat. But yeah, still, yeah. If you live somewhere like Arizona, they never quit sliding, and if you live somewhere like where we did in Ohio or Pennsylvania, they get stuck, guaranteed.
In our video, we showed like they have the copper Permatex brake lube.
Where's that slides? Where's that anti-seize that I got for? Well, I did the video on it. I forget what the name of it was because it's up at the shop.
There's a bunch of different products.
The one that's the brake. Remember the one that's the
copper stuff, right?
The copper colored stuff that's made for brakes. It's an anti-seize made for brake slides. Yeah, this stuff's it's a brake slide grease, but it says anti-seize on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Copper
anti-seize. The copper colored stuff is...
That isn't it.
Well, it's the new bottle, but it's the same product.
No, because mine isn't Permatex.
Oh, yours isn't Permatex.
No, it's something else.
Well, I don't know how to find it if it's just...
Yeah, I don't know. It's random. Like it's in the video, and people got all upset about it.
They got upset.
Well, nothing like the electrical outlet. Man, I told Kim that's going to start a firestorm, and it did.
So that was a short. We talked about some different anti-seize products that were available. It was a good short. Did you get a lot of views on the anti-seize?
It's an 86 C20, 410, and turbo 400. Made to do 55 miles an hour. Put a 700 R4. That's one of my favorite transmissions. With the OD now, it cruises 70-75. I had a 700 R4 in my Corvette. Loved that transmission. And I don't know why people don't like it. Of course, I don't know. I didn't. It had a stock 350 in it. It's like didn't beat it. You couldn't hurt the transmission.
Depending on what you're using it for. I don't know if you want to put a 700 R4 if you're going to be doing a lot of heavy towing. But if you're just going to drive it and use it as a utility truck that you don't haul a lot of loads, the overdrive is worth its weight in gold. It all depends on what you're using a vehicle for. It can't be all things to all people, but
I don't know. Blue Grit, use your favorite lube. I really don't care what you use, but I like that stuff. I like the stuff that Oh, you know what I did when I put the calipers. What do we got here? View photos. He's got some link to view Google. Can't you send photos the normal way? Allow. Okay, I see. Now what do I do?
Brake slide grease. Yeah, but see, brake slide grease.
Save link. Say open tab.
Yeah, okay.
How do you do this?
Yes, use the best product you can get your hands on. Absolutely.
Okay, I'm gonna put this up.
The great thing about anti-seize is once you have a little, you have it everywhere. It loves to spread. What's wrong? You can't get that?
Well, yeah, send a link to Google something. Okay. They don't let you. They don't let you download it.
Watch. I'll show you how to do it. If you just take and you just pull this.
I'll just take the whole thing over there.
There it is.
Okay, so now right off Google, I can put it up there. Yeah, there you go. There's that 59 Chevy.
That is a beautiful car.
I love 59 Chevys. Okay, so then here.
We pissed everybody off. Everybody left the stream. Good night, everybody. No, just kidding.
Everybody left because they don't like our view on anti-seize.
God
So I won't start the electrical outlet
No,
thing in
controversy is
here.
good in shorts, but it's
Yeah,
bad in a
yeah. If you
live
want to see
stream.
that, go look at the short because it's bad in a live stream. Everybody will leave.
Well, we're not full of trolls, and people are like, "Ugh."
Oh, there are people that got angry with me, and there are other people loved it. Uh, yeah, what's really good about this car is when you open up the hood and you see a 454 in there. It looks like it belongs there. It looks like Chevy put it in there, and those big blocks were never in there. Well, they had biggest engine nose. I think it was a 348. That the strange looking old big block Chevys, which were good too. I had wheels like that on my Z car, all things.
You don't have to just respect views that are wrong.
We lost about half our viewers talking about anti-Cs. Oh well, that's not going to help us any.
Sometimes it's important to disagree. If somebody's really wrong and they're going to hurt themselves or damage something, you should sit them down in a way where you're not embarrassing them or shaming them and say, look, here is the evidence. Please, consider. We're not that terribly unopen
Take some
minded.
anti-Cs in your hand, wipe it on your face, and then take something and try to wipe it off and tell me it's not a lubricant.
Just because it's sticky,
Oh
that
man.
doesn't mean it's the best lubricant for every situation. It's obviously not like pre-lube for your engine or something like
You only
that.
use
Don't put it on
anti-Cs
your
on
cam.
short wheelbase cars. Yeah, put it on your back tires and see how it does.
I use anti-seize to lubricate I use that in the rear differential. Pack it full
Oh,
of
you know what we got
anti-seize.
to do? You know what we have to do after we finish the lawnmower? We have to pull the dart in there and jack up the back end
And see if there's any fluid in the
and
rear end.
drain that whatever's in that rear end and
It only had like 170,000 miles. I'm sure the fluid
put
is
some
still
real
good.
put some real lube in there. Can't say I've ever had much concern about the brand of anti-seize over another. The only thing I ever noticed is, well, I wanted to use one that was for brakes, specifically on my brakes, and I just bought it because I was out in the parking lot of a an apartment. I didn't have anything, so I just bought the one that says for brakes, and I put 4 new calipers on my van, and then so I lubed everything up nice, just the way it's supposed to be. And then the other anti-seize that I use is some silver stuff. It's like the cheapest I can find. It's a little tube for $150. It's made out of silver, and you put it on little tiny stainless hardware that have lock nuts because you try to unscrew it and they almost always seize, and then you can't get it off without a die grinder. So you put that silver stuff on there and you get those screws in and out, but they still lock in place with the lock nuts. But that's just crazy. That's just crazy expensive stuff. We used it on panels on aircraft where you have like a couple hundred screws and you have to take the panel on and off all the time, and um, you don't want to you don't want to have seized up screws like every time you do it.
Iceman, I agree. Wars have been fought over disagreements about engine oil. And Doug Sir is right. Anti-seize migrates. It's self-propagating. Once you open the jar, it's like Pandora's box. It spreads throughout society, and you can never make it stop. But definitely when you're putting anti-seize on the brake slides and whatever, make sure you are not touching your rotors or your brake pads because it will get into that part of the system and really foul things up.
I just watched a short. I don't know who did it. I just clicked on it because it was about anti-seize, and it was right after I'd done mine and started a firestorm. So I clicked on this anti-seize one, and the guy says, "This is how you prevent uh, vehicle being stolen, prevent thefts."
Oh,
And
yeah.
where you lift up the door handle, he put it on the back side of the door handle. Then he wiped anti-seize all over the steering wheel. I thought, yeah, that probably prevent theft, but also prevents you from driving the car, you know.
Antises is a form of glitter. It is. It has little metal graphite flakes in
I
it.
don't think it's metal. But...
Well, graphite. Isn't graphite metal?
Check out the next pick. Okay, what do you got? Oh, the two that I had here? That one?
No, try again.
That's what I got. I got those two.
Oh, it looks like the same picture.
It looks like the same picture. That's right. One looks far away, one looks close. Ah, Iceman, you saw that short. Did you send another one or what? Let me see what's going on here. What did I do? What did I do wrong?
Got carrots in my teeth.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's another one on here.
Oh, it's from a long time ago.
Oh, this is cool.
You can drag it over the same way.
I'm going to try. It's not being draggy. There it is.
Oh,
man.
wow. Yeah.
You're a bit younger there?
Bet.
Is that the one you wanted me to show? Look at that. I got to see something else, too. Let me see what the other one looked like. Ah, it's not going to do that. I got to do it some other way. Got to do it there. Oh, yeah, they're still there. With it dark, those little rockets out on the fender show up better. The windows, much a receding headline. When I was young, all cars had a wraparound windshield. I just thought that's how it was supposed to be.
It was just, it's a new thing that we're like learned how to do this week, so we're enjoying it. But we'll be here with the same feature next week, and we look forward to, we can't do it all anyway. So
those pictures were 40 years apart with the same car.
That's amazing.
This Izzy came back.
That's good stewardship of an automobile if I've ever seen it.
Izzy,
admirable.
He came back with in the middle of the NIC's firestorm. Man, sawdust in the rear diff to quiet them down.
I saw that on the Andy Griffith show.
I was going to say, I saw that on Andy Mayberry.
Sawdust in the wheel bearings.
Oh, man.
Makes them run real nice for about 50 miles.
I remember a guy saying, you know what, it's just the picture looks like that. Bonami, it's like a dry powder cleanser.
Yeah.
I remember when I was young, the old guys would say, if you got bad rings, run the engine up to about 3,000 RPM and pour Bonami in the carburetor, and it'll like self-hone itself and like doing a ring job. Never tried that.
I think if they're worn out.
Can you imagine putting cleanser on your carburetor?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's not
self-honing.
If they're worn out, honing them more is not gonna do it. not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Man, if I opened up my rear end of a car that I just bought from a dealer to find it filled with sawdust, there would be words. There would be words because, man, that's, ugh. Oh, you took that primer back off 30.
Yeah, that's what he was. Remember, he was
man.
working that. That's the original paint. He had to pull all that back off.
Mike, I would think that putting Barkeeper's Friend down there might
What's
loosen...
Barkeepers?
Oh, it's like Bonami, but it's cleanser.
Okay, I never heard of it.
I would think that might make the valves clean themselves up a little bit.
And Mike M's here. Hello. Oh, here we go. More ski. What do we got here?
I don't know.
Iceman's got another one.
It's hackery. It's the old wives' tales. The bore was too smooth to seat the rings. Well, see, okay, for a specific problem, a specific known issue, maybe a product like that might be advantageous to seat the rings. But if they're already worn
This
out, you
sure looks
can't.
like an old picture, but
Nice. I love the photographic grain. If Bonami
Bonami.
and Barkeeper's Friend, same deal. Yeah.
Well, there's another thing with Bonami. Yeah, that's Iceman's. Iceman, that's Iceman. There's nothing with Bonami. All the old, like when I was a teenager, all the old body men that were like the age I am now, they didn't have fill primer. They take lacquer primer and they dump Bonami in it and mix it all up and make a real thick primer and shoot it on. And that was their fill primer. And then years later, you could buy fill primer, and nobody did that anymore. I used to buy good-looking vehicles with rod knock replace the bad bearing with a piece of lip. Yeah, I heard stories like that, like guys with Model Ts or something.
I bought a car and the it only lasts about 1,000 miles before it spun a bearing. I knew that they had polished the crank and put a new bearing in that cylinder, and it fried. It was when I was much younger and I didn't know what to do with it, so I lost big on that, or it felt like big at the time. It wasn't. It was actually
Yes.
a really cheap car.
According to my grandpa, who worked at the Chrysler dealership, used Bonami to seat rings on the fire powers when they wouldn't break in. See, that's the kind of stuff I used to hear when I was a kid. Yeah, like when I was like very early teens.
I mean, the thing about Bonami, right, is it would be really, really abrasive for like a minute, and then it would just wash out, and then you change the oil, and it should be kind of gone. So I could see where it would work in that instance. But on a worn out motor where the rings are already, don't have any tension, or they're all gummed up, and the
Yeah,
bores
that's
are
not gonna
are
work.
are tapered because they're worn, Bonami's just gonna.
Okay, Dr. Go has a question here. And I got an answer, but I don't know the answer, but I know where to get the answer. Do you ever there's a who's that YouTuber I watch that's something geek, the oil something geek? What's the name of his YouTube channel? Can you look it up here so we get it right? Um, can you look up YouTube somehow? A channel called the oil something geek, oil geek will probably find it. And that guy, you always want to know about oil, and then everybody's got their opinions and everything. This guy is very well educated and knows a lot of. There he is, the motor oil geek. This guy, we can even put a link up.
I'll put up a link, but I'll also bring them up here so you can see who we're
Okay,
talking about.
and this guy, if you start listening to him, he knows his shit. Yep, Lake Speed Junior, you got it. That's him. Lake Speed is where I saw it. Total Sealer Oil Geek. Yep, that's the guy. Motor Oil Geek. Uh, yeah, he to me he's really interesting to watch because he's not just somebody that like knows it all. He actually knows a lot about what he's talking about, and he's been doing this stuff for got certifications in all this. And I used to get a lot of oil samples done. I ran oils and I always had samples done like at 3,000 miles and at 6,000 miles, and some of them I ran longer than that, but I always run the samples and see what uh, what they recommend and everything. So I knew what a lot of those charts looked like and what the additives were, but yeah, I didn't know it as well. I didn't know anything as well as this
So
guy
we
does.
defer to the experts. There are people who this is their job is to investigate these products and see and go to a trusted source, someone who is not being paid to give you a bunch of hooey, but instead someone who is giving
Well,
you real answers in order to get views, and
well,
their credibility is their livelihood. So they aren't going to be bought because they don't want to lose their respectable credibility.
Tim sent this. Oh, you're not on that page.
Okay, I'll go get it.
So Motor Oil Geek's got kind of a personality that's a little strange. He's real excitable, big smile on his face, but he's smart. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, Dr. Go, watch this guy and start learning what the additives do. And and then you can make an intelligent decision.
And so, sometimes you just need to increase your oil change interval, like change your oil a little bit sooner than recommended. And there's different levels of detergency in oil. You can buy high detergent oil and low detergent oil. And so if you know that you are having a problem with sludging or something like that, you can select oil specifically for that. And but if the problem, you have to buy a product that is designed for the problem that you're actually having. And then you also have to cut through all the crap because there's a lot of marketing hooey on products. It can be very difficult to know what to select. They all want your money regardless of whether their product is going to do anything for you. So
I want Tim to talk about this.
Oh, okay. Tim, what's up with that?
Tim, what's up with this picture? Oh, he's probably typing like crazy.
I am roasting. Did it change temperature in here?
Well, I don't know. I just got a notice on my phone that we have some kind of severe weather coming. So, but they warn you about everything now. So I don't know what that's all about. Severe thunderstorm watch.
From Montgomery?
Really? Yeah, if that's for here.
Okay.
Let's see what it says here. Valid from 5 hours and 13 minutes remaining. Urgent immediate.
Our electrical service and our internet service are incredibly reliable here. That's not to say that we've never lost power or internet, but you know, the percentage of downtime that we've had, in spite of, like, even when we had tornadoes just north of here, we didn't lose our internet or power. It's very, very reliable here. So it is possible that storms could. Oh, I better give you the big picture.
Oh yeah, that's the stuff that's coming right toward us. They can't really see the color or anything. No. But yeah, there's some big red crap headed right toward us.
We've got a big band of storms coming through, so if anything were to happen and we get knocked out, if we get knocked out because of a storm, we'll probably wrap the stream up. I don't think it's gonna happen. It doesn't often, but that something happened, that's probably what it's from. And we'll message in the text if something ever goes out. Same with if we're ever not going to be able to stream or we're going to be late, we're going to leave a message in the posts section of his website or of his YouTube channel, so you know.
So this is what Tim says about this. Built a 1 mile track by my house. John Wilburn, how you doing? That was the car I went 172 miles an hour in. They will fishtail coming off the turn at 150. You give it gas and the tires break loose. Oh, okay. You went on one of those deals. Yeah, a friend of mine went on one of those things too. He did it in Texas Motor Speedway, I think. And they went out there and let him have at it. And he was going about that kind of speed.
John Wilburn, welcome to the stream.
Well, we got more.
Good to see you.
More coming in here.
I think everyone here knows, but I don't know who all is watching right now. If anyone doesn't know, John Wilburn is the host and what's it called? The person who does the No Name Nationals. So if you have never checked out John Wilburn's channel,
this guy does the work. Okay, what is this? I got to bring this up. Got to bring this one up.
Big snow.
This is. Whoa. Okay, you're gonna have to make us small again. This is an old square picture.
I'll put it up to the side a little bit so we're.
Oh yeah, that helps a lot. Look at that Studebaker there. That is.
Where is that? It says Wilson up on top of the tower.
That is. That's Iceman. Man, I'm losing my voice. I got throat problems. Area's better when they put the transformer down the street. Back in the day, power outages were a week at a time. Oh man, I lived here 5 years and the longest power outage was less than a day.
I think that we are right along the trunk lines for the power, for the water and power and internet is just like a block away. So we're just like as stable as you can be.
Bringer of the no name nationals.
Bringer. What's that called? I can't think of that word. Darn it.
I was before. Well, we were still talking about the oil geek. I was going to say maybe somebody knows about this. I want somebody that's as knowledgeable as he is that I can watch about fuel, about gasoline and diesel and all those kind of things.
Oh.
I wish there was somebody that knowledgeable about fuels because there's a lot of hearsay out there, you know.
Promoter, that's the word. Thank you, Dizzy Izzy.
The Bringer. Well, his official title is the Bringer, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you are the bringer of
Well, that's not. That's
destruction.
actually Professor P says that. It's not.
Oh, Professor P calls him the bringer.
So
Okay.
Professor P is. It's not AHRA. For care package Wilbur, it will get. Oh, I don't have a care package yet, but I think I'll get it because he asked for my address. Did we check the mail today?
I did not check.
Oh, it could be there. Did the description come through? Let me see. Let me see. Iceman, did the description come through? Yeah.
It's
Oh, pick
Lakeville,
from-
Indiana.
Pick from winter in Lakeville, Indiana, showing grandparents 56 Chrysler. Man,
Nice.
can I go over there and I'm gonna do this a little bit.
So those of you who do not live in the Rust Belt, that snow that has been plowed, before you can get it to unstick from the asphalt, they throw salt on it to create a slurry. And then, because the salt melts the ice, the salt burns down through the ice and melts at the,
it'll melt it
at
all
the
the way down
asphalt.
melted all the way down the
The
street.
chemical action of the liquid reacting with the salt creates heat and melts, and then you can
Well,
push it with a plow.
Salt water freezes at a lower temperature. So, yeah, I mean it's nice when when you don't want to drive on snow, but man, it'll destroy your
But
car.
then it's really
Oh,
it's
man.
a sticky slush, and it sticks up under your fenders, and it freezes up under the lips of the car, and it gets up under, and then it just eats it.
John
it's
says it was delivered
evil.
today, so it's got to be.
Woohoo!
We just didn't go out there.
Do you want me to go out?
Yeah, take a flashlight or something. Don't go fall out. It is
I gotta get my.
very dark, and there's a big old red rainstorm, like right.
Well, I better get it before it
Getting-
gets rained on. I gotta get my snorkel because it's like jumping
Just
into a
go
lake out there.
before it rains. Man,
Man, are you difficult? Where's that flashlight? I found one.
he says it's 106 yesterday at our mailbox. I thought we'd been in the mailbox yesterday. I don't know. Maybe we missed it. Maybe it's in somebody else's mailbox. Those bozos mail stuff. I got to deliver the mail up and down the street because we get stuff from people up and down the street. Drives me nuts. I used to complain, but it didn't matter. So now I just deliver it. Lake effect snow. Grew up in that. Can wake up 2 feet of snow. Yeah, I lived right on the coast, the north coast of Ohio. You know, Lake Erie. 15 years. It is snow up to my crotch every day for 6 months. It's terrible. Yep, Racer Ray. Oh, John, tonight I'm showing a lot of pictures. I'm going to pull this one down. I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it over. And I'm going to move this one over. And I'm going to move this one over. Oh, this thing's not being nice. There's Racer Ray.
I don't think anybody's going to be able to. The text is really small. I don't think anybody's going to get an address off of that.
Well, we can see. See now. Somehow I got to get that sticker off the box. Thanks, John. Gotta get that off there.
Is that our sticker? Here.
Let me see. This is a box opening. Yeah, I gotta show.
Oh, it's an unboxing. Let's blow us up.
Blowing up an unbox.
Yep.
I think this is a. You just have to be smarter than the box. And I just
Okay. Oh my.
just tell me what. Just don't grab it. Just
Fold.
tell me what to do. Yep.
Oh,
I don't
the
miss
other
those.
way.
I don't miss those 7-month winters in Cleveland. Isn't that the way it was?
Man. I moved
look at
down here
this.
from the cold white north. What a relief.
Look what we
a
have here.
relief.
Kim, now you can help. Grab. It's plastic and it doesn't smell funny like a lot of plastics. Oh, there are stickers inside. See that? And then see this? Wait, hold it up.
Wait, you got to move that way. We're not centered. There you go. Up.
And then there's more. There's a whole bunch. This is a whole pile of stickers here.
We are victorious. Thank you so much, John. Thank you for challenging him because it really lit a fire under his behind to get to work. And the results, the results speak for themselves. Have you seen
John, have you seen
the
how many
subscriber count he's
how
got
many
now?
subscribers I have?
And
I don't know what they use in New York set, but that stuff is hideous. Ever watch? I watch South Main Auto probably every day, or at least 5 days a week. Because Eric is really good guy to watch.
He's surprised, but it's not really a surprise to you. You did some work on rusty cars.
Well, I lived in Ohio for 15 years. I couldn't help it,
Man,
but I lived in Arizona and in Southern California.
I've seen cars and trucks literally break in half. The rust, the metal turns to rust. It swells, and then there's no more metal to turn into rust, and it's literally just rust. And rust is brittle, and it just snaps. 897.
Oh, that's gone up. It was 890. What was it? 892 when we came in here. Maybe 893 when we came in here to do this. So it's gone up. Man, I'm almost 900.
It was such a powerful experience in the content creation growth. To see new people coming in, to get a bunch of comments, and then
Can you make us small again?
yeah. The other thing that we are seeing is his channel, not mine, even though I make the long form content. His channel is approaching monetization. Will be monetized by No Name Nationals unless something happens, because the view hours are rapidly accumulating and the subscribers are predictably growing, 10 a day. It's not translating to more people in the lives, but that's okay too. Like the people that are here are having a good time and we get to interact, so that's good. Like we enjoy that, so it's
okay. There's a
important.
picture from.
Oh, bring that over here. That's a pretty
you're missing
car.
that one. And then there's stuff in the chat I want to comment on, but everything's happening at once.
Everything happening at once. That's a lot of.
So, yeah, you guys need Discord. See, she tells me that all the time. I don't even know what Discord is. I kind of know what it is, but I've never had anything to do with it. So Kim is yapping at me about the same thing. So I don't know. Maybe maybe I'll have to figure out what it is. I got so much input. I can't absorb it all, So I'm trying. Oh yes, the rusty but trusty Michigan box need tetanus shots daily, but it runs superb. I had a Fairmont up there that was from California, and it was perfect. That within 2 years, it was rusty, and that salt water gets down in all the pinch seams underneath, just the pinch welds, I should say, just destroys everything.
Can I comment on Mike? Says that we need to get a Discord.
Didn't I just comment on that?
Yes.
Okay.
But we do have a Discord. I started a Discord a few months ago. and I talked about getting some early adopters and some moderators, and I get no feedback at all. So I just assumed it was not the time to do that yet. Discord is nice because when we're not streaming, you can comment, interact with each other, post photographs, uh, post links to projects, post links to new video content, and share that amongst the community. I would love to see No Name Nationals have a Discord like that. Uh, Maybe John Wilburn wants to find somebody who can moderate that, but we've been so focused on trying to do our things that like trying to push something that's not taking off a little bit on its own it was just like, well, I guess it's not the time to do that. But I would love to see a Discord where people with the in the No Name Nationals community can use those kinds of things all the time. It really helps connect people. And yeah, John, do you know anybody who wants to run a Discord server for No Name Nationals? I'd love to see it. We started one called, what was it, Camp?
I don't know. I don't even understand Discord. It's like, okay, I
That's
gotta go spend
somewhere
the
else,
time.
another place.
Gotta go
Yeah.
spend the time and figure it out because it's just not something I ever did. Um, Not like I don't have enough to do.
Well,
And then I talked to my old boss, and he's like, I'm thinking about calling you again. It's like, oh man, here we go.
look for it, Mike. It's gonna happen. I don't know if it's me or John Wilburn or maybe somebody like Dr. Art, somebody with a lot of technical skill. Um, I would love to see it. So it's gonna happen. Just see, John Wilburn doesn't really care to do it, but we'll see. It could happen. Yeah, I think it's in the future that it will come. Chainmail wash knit. There you go. That's how you get the extra rust off of.
KJ Kyle.
I was trying, Mike. I was trying to get you to do the moderating. That's why stainless steel cars.
Yeah, you suggested it. See, I plan to stay in. Where's that? But who knows? I would have gotten a Subaru car. Oh, that's up there. Keep an eye out for it. What is this? I'm lost. You guys are doing something. Okay, so what are we gonna do with this nice thing? We gotta have space in the shop.
I think we'll hang it on the garage door, inside of the garage
Oh,
door.
that'll work fine. Sure.
If we take and measure it. Sorry,
Yeah.
and,
I asked for the dimensions, and he wouldn't give them to
and
me.
we cut a piece of plywood out of the side of that trailer that we cut apart.
Yeah.
We can screw that piece of plywood to the inside of the garage door and then put that on there. Up in the up.
You know where the up is? The UP, the Upper Peninsula. That's Michigan.
Oh.
That's what they call it, the UP. You know the part of Michigan that's like this? The little peninsula that sticks out from Wisconsin? That's the UP. I've never been up there. GJ and Junk Car really have a no name Nationals Facebook fan page. Well, Junk Car Willie's done real good with Facebook, and I don't really understand how all that works. But man, he says he does better with Facebook than he does with YouTube. But I mean, he's really gone somewhere with his channel, you know. I hope he's there. He'll probably be there this year. I would. Hey, John, is Junk Car Willie? Does he have tickets for No Name Nationals? Oh, Mackinac Island. Yeah, I know all these names because I knew so many people who are up there. When I lived in Ohio, there were so many people that were. Yeah, that's right. The banner is the exact size of JB's garage door panels. It was made for that, but good universally. Don't you remember I asked you several times, what are the dimensions of JB's garage door panels, and you never answered me.
Well, that's proprietary information.
So I was going to make a thing. So when we got this, it already fit. But we got the.
We'll
dimensions.
make a video about.
Now we have the dimensions in here.
We'll make a video.
You know what's pretty cool is that it fits the box perfectly.
I was scared when I saw the box. I said, "What did he fold it up?" I like it was in a roll. That's nice. Thank you so much, John, for sending that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't do that for the banner, but I'm really glad I got it because the heck, it's pretty cool. He said he'd send it to us, and he did. Buick Smith, you're here. Yeah, Buick Smith, I'm showing pictures tonight. Junk Car Willie is registered. That's good to know. Well, good. Thanks, John. Buick Smith. Oh, here we got more. We got more. We got more pictures. What I said was, we're.
Mackinac. Mackinac.
Oh, Mackinac.
Island.
That's right, Mackinac. That's how it's pronounced. I forgot that. I know a lot of people were always up there, but I'd forgotten how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Michigan is the Florida of the North. So do they have a Michigan man, or is it something? Is it some other terminology? Because there's like Florida man. In today's news, Florida man
Okay, this is
kisses gator and loses dentures.
too many things. This is from Tim's other hot rod. Like 2009 Softail.
I would like to build a small car
like
that's
fun.
powered by a Harley Davidson V-twin engine. What do they put out? About 80, 90 horsepower?
I wanted to build an airplane with a Harley engine on it, but it's like one of those things. I was pretty busy with airplanes, and time for me to build an airplane the way I want it, it's not going to get done.
Do airplane propellers, can they spin in either direction?
If you have to make them to spin it, you have to
buy
them.
I mean,
yeah, there's clockwise and counterclockwise. It depends on which way you make the blade, so it's pitched the correct direction. Yeah, there's engines. Rotax 2 cycles run one way and 4 cycles run the other way. It's just, yep.
Oh, I can hear the thunder outside. It was starting to rain, and there was flashes of lightning when I went out to get the
Where
banner.
was this? Was this in the box?
It was in the... Yeah, it fit in the box real good.
No, okay, I know why we missed that. Because we had shipments come in yesterday that got put on the porch.
Yeah.
And I didn't go out and check the mail. I just got the stuff off the porch. That was probably dumb.
Michigan Grannies being epic. That sounds cool.
Yeah, the red clouds are almost here. We're gonna get hammered with rain here in a few minutes.
Is that a Sportster? I don't know motorcycles very well. It has a very Harley. He says, very classic appeal to it.
Says it's a Softail.
Oh, it's a Softail. Okay.
I don't know exactly. I don't know that much about Harleys.
Shop.
I know a Sportster. When I sit on a Sportster, I can put my feet flat on the ground, and I got really short legs, so I like them. Man, I was out in Arizona in Yuma, and there was a place where you get your motorcycle endorsement, and you ride their motorcycles, and they have all these Sportsters. So I was going to do that. But then I had a Tennessee driver's license, so they wouldn't do it until I got an Arizona driver's license. So I didn't want to do that. I don't want to, because I live here. So I was just out there, so it's like, so I just didn't do it. There used to be a guy in Michigan that made small sport boats powered by V-twin Harleys. There was a guy that converted Harley engines for airplanes, and he called it the that thing was Arrow Hog or something. Didn't do real well, but I don't know how he had them tuned or anything. He had a gearbox on him, or I guess he had a belt to slow the propeller down, but it just never went anywhere. Probably because he couldn't sell them, or he didn't make enough money and quit. Oh, hear that, Buff? Look up a Pembleton car. Like Pembleton Motor Company. Oh yeah, those things. I remember that. I just didn't know what the name of it was.
2-cylinder.
Yeah, it's got a Harley, like a Harley in the front.
Yeah, that looks like a knucklehead or whatever. That's neat. I like it. I like it a lot.
twin Hayabusa mills. You know what I always wanted to do, Izzy? I wanted to get two Hayabusas that had been wrecked and just cut the frames off and put the back wheels would be my back wheels and build the front of a car that would set real low with those two engines behind me. Man, you know what that would sound like? And it'd be fast.
We're not building one.
I know now I don't care about speed. I can get hurt on that. Uh, oh my, German for grandma. It's beyond epic. She is 95 and still kicking. Man. I was looking for a friend of mine yesterday and I found her obituary. She was 93. It's like, man, yeah, I mean, she lived a long life, I guess. Just, I kind of wanted to talk to her. Last week, a friend of mine got killed in an airplane accident. It's not a good week for finding dead people. Morgan three-wheel cars are pretty cool and fun looking. Yeah, if you're into that. Harley Softail Custom, big road bike, but all the extras. So what is that? Like a 1200 or something? I don't know. I don't know that much about Harley engines. What engine is it?
I don't know.
Somebody's. Oh, special warning, special weather warning. That's what's beeping at me.
It's my job to bring up pictures when people talk about things. Morgan three-wheeler.
Yeah, look at that thing.
Is that what kind of engine?
I don't know what engine that is.
That is really cool.
Got to get rid of this.
Nighthawk 750. Yeah, that's a lot of power for a set of wheels with a motor strapped to it.
Yeah, we got a few minutes before we get smacked with that. 1,340 cc's.
Oh, that's a big motorcycle bike. That's a big engine. Harley engine. Super big.
Yeah, I don't care that much about fast stuff anymore. I just want stuff that runs. And that little blue car you have, I all in my mind what I want to do. And that just has a little British 4-cylinder, 1,200 cc engine.
Yeah, and if we can't get that motor running, I've already decided in my mind that the 4-cylinder from the Dakota can go in there. It's a 2.5. It's a much bigger engine, but it's still a
Morgan's one of those British cars did have a wooden frame, and it could have been the Morgan. The one I always thought had the wooden frame, but it doesn't, is the, I can't think of the name of it now. It's another British car with a fiberglass body. Can't think of what it is right now. British sports car. Somebody will know what it is. Morgans have their sheet metal built over ash frames, but the chassis frames are steel. Oh, what is this? Oh, you're to send more pictures.
Rods and Streetcars asked.
Oh, what's my email again? There it is. The Morgan is the most fun.
Wood and canvas and steel. It's practically an airplane.
The Morgan is the most fun you'll have under 45 miles an hour. What's that car? What is that thing? It's a 71 Triumph Spitfire. That thing, I bet that thing doesn't go over about 60 or 65 or 70 or something.
I don't think you would want to go any faster than that, no.
But it'll be, I just want to build my own body on that thing because the body's such a piece of crap.
I really would like is that it's really easy to move around. Like put it on light to haul on the trailer. It'll weigh less than a trailer,
35 miles an hour and the twisties feels like McLaren at 100. I don't know if I like that.
I mean, it would be exciting.
Yeah, 3 wheels when you have 2 up front and 1 in the back, that's going to handle real well. But you do like what's that British car that has 1 wheel up front and the 2 in the back? Those are guaranteed to flip over. What the heck is that thing? Top Gear used to have it on there.
There's a couple of cars that are designed.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's
terrible.
Remember I told you my friend Bobby has a one of those 3-wheeler vehicles. What's that called?
Oh, they're like a motorcycle. They set up real high. Yeah, I can't think of what those things are called.
We could do a video on that if anybody thinks that would be interesting.
It's a TR6 with an LS. Oh yeah, it's gonna be something, isn't
Oh,
it?
Dr. Go, we've watched some of that. The TR6 with the LS swap. The guy's still working on it.
Yeah, the Reliant Robin. That's the one. That thing. I mean, if you want to flip over, all you got to do is make a little sharper turn than normal. It's gonna roll over, guaranteed. Yeah, Reliant Robin. Yeah, Jay Leno raved about this morning. Yeah, I bet he did. Yeah, Jay has a an appreciation for just about everything. Small engines. Does anyone remember the 1.8 liter V6 in Mazda MX-3? X3. No, I don't remember that. Yeah, there's a Morgan rolling over or a Robin rolling over. That's a goofy thing. There were several British cars that were three wheelers that were the wrong direction three wheelers. I got uh, I got to ride after got it to ride after I retired. Just don't ride it as much as I would like. It's 700 pounds, just a big monkey bike. Yeah, Morgan with the
SNS 2000cc engine. That's SNS is a somebody who builds really nice Harley engines.
uh,
They're Harley style V twins. I don't know. I don't know the details of it. I'm just saying.
what's the one that all old guys ride? The motorcycles that have the two wheels up front and the one in the back, and they set up kind of high. I can't think of what that's called. Uh,
Like the VW trike kind of thing.
they're not. No, they're it's a real common new motorcycle that you ride, and it's got two front wheels and one in the back. But they set up kind of high like a motorcycle. You don't sit down in it. You ride it up. It's got handlebars. Can't think of the name of those things. Somebody on here will know, because my mind is I can't remember anything anymore. I think that's what your friend has.
Yeah.
Top Gear made theirs into a spaceship. Hilarious. Watch it. Yeah, Top Gear. Reliant Scimitar. Mhm. Oh, what is it?
Slingshot.
No, that's not what I was
That's
thinking.
what they have is a slingshot.
Oh, I was thinking of the Can-Am.
Can-Am Spider.
Maybe. What's the one down there at the
Riker.
bottom? Down at the bottom. I don't know. Yeah, one of the Can-Am Spiders or something. Yeah, Can-Am Spider. Yeah, you set up kind of high. And I was out there in Yuma, Arizona, and it's like every old man had one of those. It's like, why would you want that? You know, I can understand two wheels up front, one in the back, but man, I want to sit down with my butt almost on the street where it's going to go around corners in a hurry. That thing just looks like somebody that can't ride a motorcycle, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Spider, you're right. Jason's Garage and RV Repair. How you doing? RV
Welcome to the
repair.
stream.
RV
Recreational vehicle.
like motorhomes or RVs like airplanes. There's an airplane called an RV. That's why I was asking. But it's a garage, so it's probably motorhomes and trailers and that kind of stuff. Um, yeah, I built two airplanes that were the RV8 kits, RV8 and RV8A. I built two of them. Ooh, there goes our electricity. Oh, if we go away, it's because we lost our electricity.
We're getting some.
Yeah, we're getting some. Oh, this is not good.
We haven't been dropping any frames, so we're gonna
Yeah, but
go.
what'll
If
happen
it shuts
is,
out, though, we'll probably just
yeah,
tell you like we lost power.
well, or if because our internet connection will go because the power will be shut off to the
Yeah, I don't
connection.
have it plugged into backup power, so
Yeah, if we lose our power, we're done.
all motorcycles aren't coffins on wheels though. Some are just motors on wheels.
Motorhomes and travel trailers, and you're probably busy there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's this busy season.
Well, and I used to work on motorhomes and travel trailers like 50 years ago when I was 17, 18 years old. And it's like, I think I replaced more refrigerators and more. It's just constant work, constant work. And there was no end to it. And then I went on, and did something else. When I'm an old codger, I am an old codger. I will try to convert my Valkyrie and adding gold wing reverse. Probably had gold wing reverse before the trike. Yeah, I always wanted to put a 6-cylinder. I don't know if that's a gold wing, but I always want to put a gold wing engine in a small aluminum car because you could just bump the shifter and it's got reverse and quiet and smooth and they're low, It'd just be, it's not like an inline engine that's real tall. That blue car you have, that engine's it's a pushrod engine. It's kind of small, so I'm not concerned about the height with that. Iceman's gonna go. Sylvester, and I always enjoy time spent. Great, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. The time flies when we're with friends. We really appreciate all of you being here so far.
Blue Grid, check
I
out.
don't know how long we're going to go. Right now, it seems like the storm is not going to knock us out, so we'll keep at
so
it.
far. Check out my short on the 81 Trimuter 3-wheeler for sale. I did check that out. 1 wheel in front and 2 on the rear. Looks like a spaceship to play. I know a lot about those Trimuters because I remember when that whole thing came out. I remember those things really well. And when I saw that short, I was really surprised to see it there, and I did watch it. And those were. It seems to me those were all kits, or not even kits. They were plans built. I think that's what I remember is they were plans built. Yep, AC and refrigerators all the time, and water heaters. Oh, water heaters. AC, refrigerators, and water heaters. You know how many refrigerators I put in motorhomes and trailers back then? It was never ending. We had brand new units that had bad refrigerators in them. I was a 17-year-old, so I got all that kind of. I was always like, go out there. And thanks for putting up the pics I sent. Oh yeah, I told Kim, like earlier, maybe even last night, I said I'm going to go in there early and get set up, have my email and everything, so I can show pictures tonight. And we did. It was kind of fun. Took a ride at the end of last summer to the other side of town and up the top of Pikes Peak. Wow, Pikes Peak at 14,000 feet. Man, can you breathe up there? If you're a pilot, you're not even allowed to go that high without putting oxygen on or be in a pressurized cabin. Let's see here. My Iceman, take care, Iceman. The Valkyrie 1500cc is basically a stripped gold wing with hotter engine parts, 88 horsepower. Gold wing 95 horsepower Valkyrie.
Oh, he's saying his Valkyrie has more power than a gold wing.
They use the 1200 Yamaha FJ engines in the dirt track legends. Well, maybe it's the Valkyrie engine. It's the one I want. I've seen those things. They're enormous. But they're compact engines, They'd be really good in like in a little aluminum car. Probably a whole car would probably weigh 1,000 pounds, You put 1,000-pound car, you don't need a lot of power.
Yeah, 100 horsepower in a 1,000-pound car is a recipe for fun.
My 1,500cc opposed, 6 single overhead cam, 6 carbs. Yeah, that must be what the ones I've seen. I didn't understand what that was.
Miss One-Eyed Cat has entered the stream. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, how you doing? Wendy, if we got a big thunderstorm about ready to hit us, we've already had lights flickering, so if we disappear, that's why. Because our router will go out.
Maybe, but we don't. You lose power usually. But
we don't.
We got that warning on our phone that says it's bad. And the radar shows it's bad.
And we've had lights flickering. So.
But we're doing good so far. We haven't had any interruptions.
Yep.
Everyone is doing so good. We see great content coming out of all these channels, and it's a shame that we can't keep up with everyone all the time. Like, we try and be supportive of everyone and comment and watch like the whole way through. Sometimes stuff isn't, but as a group of content creators, I really enjoy it. And some of the people who don't create content, who are just supportive and enjoy being here with the community, we're really enjoying it. It's such a good part. Like, our whole life is centered around this. Like, of all the things that we do in our day, content creation and being a part of this community is like the biggest thing. Like, it's really unusual, Like he's retired and I'm disabled. And so this has taken over our lives. And we feel like we're maybe going to reach some level of success. We might start to have some kind of monetary return. I don't know.
Dougster says, I'd love that engine. Love a Roots type supercharger too. Look up Supervalve, okay?
I'll look it up.
Meanwhile, this, man, my voice. my, meanwhile, the steamy humidity here is, yeah, yesterday, or was it the day
Go
before?
outside right now. It's more humid than it's ever been in my whole life.
Okay, Buff, have you seen that Icon A5 amphibious aircraft powered by? Yes, I have. Folding wings. I hate folding wings. I've had to deal with them. It's always complicated, always difficult. The airplanes I built had one wing on the top, bolted on across the top with 4 bolts. You undo the 4 bolts, you take the wing off and set it next to the airplane on a trailer. It's so easy. Folding wings are always, oh man, you fold the wings back and now you got to pick up the back of the airplane. It weighs like 10 times what it should. And I don't know. I had to deal with folding wings sometimes and I hated it. Keep being sexy. I will soak in this conditioner and probably Slick 50. Slick 50, do they still make Slick 50? Yep, turns out I enjoy making shorts and vids. Never thought I would. Yeah, I've gotten used to it. You know what I like about the shorts is I've learned to. At first I was making a short by making something long and then editing it down. Well, I got real good at making a video, organizing myself where I could make a video under a minute. And there's times Kim will be doing the video and she's got the camera and I'll get finished. I go, how long? And she goes, 1 minute and 1 second. I'll be like, okay, we'll do it again. And the next time I'll get it under a minute. And it was, I've learned to do that. And that's a good thing. Slick 50 is a bomb for hair care. 38 PL says that.
I think you're wearing